what's going on? Crazyncman here. Gonna review an airsoft gun as usual. Let's get some business out of the way. All you haters, I guess haters haven't learned that you can fast forward. See this thing moving underneath me in the video? You can actually slide it to the part of the video you want to see. So I don't want to hear any more complaints about my babbling on for 20 minutes and I don't get through the review. Pretty much right now I'm just blocking people. Anybody that whines and complains is an automatic block. I should run the block list one time on one of my videos. It'll probably scroll for about 30 minutes. And, you know, I don't really care if I keep blocking people because people keep watching, people keep subscribing. Definitely the #1 United States Airsoft review channel. And one of these days we'll catch up to Scout the Doggy and be the #1 world Airsoft channel. So anyways, let's get done with a little business here. AirsoftPlayerTV.com live webcast will be back on Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So mark your calendars for this coming Saturday night. Be sure to tune in. A lot of fun. You can call in via phone. You can call in via Skype. You can use your webcam. You can be on the show. You can email. Send me email from the AirsoftPlayerTV.com. Contact us for them, and please, folks, you guys got to start separating too. While I'm on the subject of email, there's people emailing me through YouTube about Airsoft Carolina stuff. There's people emailing me through YouTube about Airsoft Player TV. There's people on the AirsoftPlayerTV.com emailing me about YouTube, and it's getting pretty damn confusing. So, like I told the last person, I hated to say it, but I know I work for AirsoftCarolina.com, but do not email me through YouTube about AirsoftCarolina.com related problems. You need to put that through the AirsoftCarolina.com website. So we keep it all, you know, so it's all in the place it needs to be, and it doesn't get all confusing. And so let's keep it, you know, YouTube videos, YouTube email and comments on YouTube. AirsoftCarolina.com stuff on AirsoftCarolina.com. Same with AirsoftPlayerTV.com. So anyways, Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, AirsoftPlayerTV.com. Be there. Everybody else in the airsoft industry is, so you should be too. YouTube haters, you might as well fast forward. See this little thing moving down here? You can actually move it. Come on, fast forward. Stop sending me hate mail. I really don't care if you don't want to listen or not. If you don't want to listen, close your browser and go somewhere else. It's that simple. I don't understand the whole being a online hater. It's pretty annoying what it is. Actually, it's pretty pathetic. So just think when you make new little hater comments, you are pathetic. Anyways, appreciate everybody watching, tuning in to AirsoftPlayerTV.com. It's awesome. Same with YouTube. We're about to go over 17,000 subscribers. I appreciate it. Same with AirsoftCarolina.com. We're just filling hundreds of orders every day. We appreciate everybody logging on, buying stuff. You know, it's all I can do to keep up. It's all Airsoft Carolina can do to keep up with all these web orders. It's crazy, but we appreciate your business, and you'll definitely notice that customer service is #1 on AirsoftCarolina.com. So anyways, let's get to the gun. We're not going to go all in detail about the box. Matter of fact, I don't even have the lid because the box was just brown, plain brown paper. And this is indeed the AGM 614 crane stock. I thought I'd do this in with all that's going on over there in China and AGM. I thought we'd give them a little shout out on their fine quality guns. And let you know that we still can get AGM guns. We can get parts. We can get everything you need for these. So don't fear. Everything will be fine in the world of clone airsoft. Manual cleaning rod. Like I said, this is the crane stock version. So you get an 8.4 volt, 1500 mAh crane stock battery. Made by AGM with a small connector. 300 round metal high cap magazine. It's pretty much your standard stuff. One Stinky Sling. We'll talk about the Stinky AGM later. You get the magazine wind-up key. so you can do it quickly. A bag of BBs, which are pretty junky. And then of course, the awesome 614. So let's clear this out. I just love the 614, dude. These are some beefy rails. Check it out. Get all the styrofoam off it. Just come out of the box. Metal magazine. Pop it on in there. Let's zoom in so you can indeed see this is from our friends over there at AGM. Check it out. Nice gun, big old crane stock, full metal body, metal rail system. Just can't get any better. You can see when I popped it in, let's get right to the old drawbacks of the weapon. You can see when I popped it in, the ejection port cover came open. They don't seem to latch on that strong. That's my one. See, when jamming the magazine up, it bounces it right open. Probably take a little adjustment, you know, a little tweaking, you get that fixed. That's my first complaint about this gun. Actually, probably about my only complaint about this gun. Magwell's not the tightest thing in the world, but it's decent. But that's something I kind of have my own preference about, so I always tape up and modify my magazines and magwell to fit it how I like. But it does, you know, you don't want it too tight. But there is a little rattle there, no big deal. Let's get the Stinky Sling. This is funny, and a lot of everybody asks me, why are you always smelling stuff? And it's pretty simple, because there's just some funky smells coming out of these airsoft guns, like the slings that smell like petroleum and other things. But AGM, we've noticed, and those of you who have one, go get it now, snip it up. AGM, for whatever reason, all their stuff smells like Bacos, smells like bacon bits. And this is no exception. It just smells like damn bacon bits. I don't know what they do. Maybe that's why the dude at AGM got arrested. Maybe they were making illegal Bacos, some knockoff bacon bits or something. But all their stuff smells like bacon, and I'm not kidding. If you don't have one, buy one just to smell it, and you'll see. We even had an ACOG replica at the store, and it was in the display cabinet. When you opened the display cabinet, it smelled like bacon. So it's kind of funny. But that's why I always smell this stuff. It's just kind of funny to me. And there's an added benefit to that, though, and that with this gun, because you know every guy likes bacon. What guy doesn't like bacon? If you're a guy and you don't like bacon, there is something wrong with you. So this gun, not only does it have awesome power and awesome range and awesome looks, it also has that bacon smell. So when you're hunkered down there in a bunker and somebody's coming up on you, right, they're going to be all creeping along, stealthing along, and then once they get close enough, they're going to be like, hey, wait, do you smell bacon? They're going to be all distracted, dude. They're going to be like, you know, because every guy just loves bacon. You'd be like, what the hell, is somebody making bacon? And you just jump up and you'd be like, nail them. So that's the added benefit of AGM guns. The bacon smell will distract the enemy every time, guaranteed. So anyways, let's get to the serious stuff. AGM 614, like I said, it is a metal body. Upper and lower receiver are metal. The rail system is metal. Of course, the barrel, inner and outer, is metal. It's right out of the box, you know, the magazine was the only wiggly thing, but the whole front assembly, it's tight, it's nicely made. The flash hider's plastic, which I hate that they're starting to use plastic flash hiders over there on the clones, but deal with it, you know. Buy a cool one anyways. So the flash hider is indeed plastic. Front sight is a flip up. Rear sight, obviously you can rotate it for your different CQB or pinpoint accuracy, whatever you want. There's 4 different settings on it. It's pretty solid. It clamps on, so you can just remove the back sight, no problem, if you want to run a scope. As you can see, you got full top rail, side, bottom. It's just freaking excellent. I love this gun. The pistol grip on it's very comfortable. The selector switch is very, very crisp. Let's zoom in on the body a little bit while we got it. Need an assistant just to zoom here. You can see right there. The selector switch, like I said, it's one of the better ones for clone. It clicks right in place every setting, and it's just very crisp. I really like it. That's an added benefit. I know nobody likes the sloppy selector switch, but all in all, this gun is just awesome, with the exception of the flash hider. It's really cheesy. Front sling mount is definitely beefy. The rear, same thing. It's got the nice crane stock, rubber pad on the end. Smells like bacon. It's freaking awesome. Obviously, the crane stock is adjustable, and it's a heavy gun, but it's not as bad as the L85. I didn't put it on the scale, but I'm gonna say it's about 7 pounds, so it's not too bad. Like I said, the dust cover. Actually, this piece too, we found a couple of these they're a little stiff to the hop-up adjustment. But those are pretty easy to fix. This one does have a plastic hop-up chamber in it. It's got the clear plastic, which is a little odd. Most of the metal body guns have a metal hop-up chamber, but this one indeed has the plastic. Which is cool, because if you ever go to replace it, then you can take it out and you have a cool clear plastic one like I used in my video. It's a version 2 gearbox, metal gears obviously, high torque motor in it, and it seems pretty decent. The rate of fire, this 8.4 volt battery, is pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. Obviously the battery goes in the crane stock, and you just pull down on it here, and that'll slide right off. And you can see you got your battery plug. One thing you do have to be careful about, if you guys don't have a crane stock, is once you get it all in there, you can see this cord right here for the battery. You got to watch out when you push the stock all the way in. If it starts getting a little resistance, you need to stop, because you might have a wire, getting all wadded up in there. And so if you feel it when you're pushing it in, start to get a little tight, stop before you fray a wire or something and do some damage to it. It's nice to have a crane stock because you can fit a big battery, but like I said, once you get the battery in there and slide it up, you could do some damage if it starts to bind up. I'll get the battery in it later. We'll take it for a little chrono and test fire if the old chronograph cooperates with me. And but all in all, man, this is a really nice gun. I can highly recommend it. I was impressed when I bought it. I was so impressed I bought a bunch more for the Airsoft Carolina store. And I have it in 2 different versions. There's a PEC box version that has the 6-position law enforcement stock, and then the crane stock version. There's also a long barrel version, which I do not have, but I'll probably get. The PEC box version, I like it because it's a little, the stock's a little thinner, and it gives you a little more leeway to use different batteries in it. But the PEC box is kind of cheap, but I'll do a review on that one too, just real quick. But like I said, if I had a choice, I'd probably go with the crane stock gun. The crane stock doesn't have any padding on it, so if you want to add a little padding to it, that would be cool for resting your cheek on. It's not bad without it, but definitely could use it. And I've actually found that if you go to Walmart, you can get the mouse pads. That's kind of soft foam, and you just cut them and glue them on. They make a good crane stock pad, and they look kind of cool. So that's one thing I would add. I forgot to touch on too here, the sling mount. Like I said, it's got the rear sling mount on the crane stock right there, which these are pretty beefy, but you know, it is just an ABS plastic crane stock, so you could indeed do some damage there. But it also has the buffer tube sling mount right there, which is awesome. So you're good to go there. That's nice and strong. You're not going to break that. And it's definitely cool to have both options available. And then the front, of course, I don't know how good I'm picking this up. You got sling mounts on both sides on the front, so you can switch. You can switch the one on the buffer tube if you want to go ahead and put it on the other side. So it's not an ambidextrous weapon because of the selector switch. You know, you could. I mean, it is ambidextrous, but it doesn't have a selector switch on both sides. But either a right-hand or left-handed shooter can use these guns just fine. I don't see how people shoot like this personally. I guess it just takes some getting used to. But yeah, the sling mounts on both sides on the front, and then you can flip the buffer tube one around if you want it on the other side, no problem. So these right out of the box, this baby's going to shoot about 400 FPS. It's got some nice range on it. You're going to get about 140, no problem, 150. As recommended, you know, all these clones don't have a tight bore barrel, so your most sensible upgrade on it is to throw a tight bore barrel in and be happy with it. Don't, you know, doesn't need a lot of upgrade. You don't need to run a LiPo battery. You don't need all this junk. Buy it, spend $32, get a tight bore barrel, and you'll have an awesome gun. And you can mount all kinds of accessories to it with these rails. I definitely get a foregrip for this. Would be pretty cool. Take off the rear iron sight, throw an ACOG or something on, be a pretty awesome weapon. So anyways, let's load it up, and I'll put the battery in, and we'll get a chrono if my chrono cooperates. I don't think I'm going to do an outside shooting test today. I'll probably just whale some rounds inside at the target so you can see the rate of fire. It's really, really windy out today. It always is in the valley I live in. So an accuracy test wouldn't be fair to the gun because, I mean, we just got some gusty winds today. So I'll try to get an accuracy test, but if not, I'll at least whale a indoor target so you can see the rate of fire. So let me throw a battery in it, and we'll go ahead and chrono it. AirsoftCarolina.com, pick one up. They run about $185, and I'll ship it right to you. You won't be disappointed. AGM 614 Full Metal, awesome rifle.